Hello everyone, my name is Carlo and I'm going to take you through a 30-minute standard Pilates workout that will help you mobilize your body and keep you sane during this lockdown period. Please follow along, and if you need to stop and start, by all means do that. I'm going to try to keep this class as a flow so that there's no stop and start in between, and we can build up and warm up quite a bit. Enjoy it, and thanks for watching. Here we go. We're going to start with a hip roll, which will mobilize your lumbar spines and pelvis. If you lie down lengthwise on your mat onto your back, you don't need a pillow for this. You're going to place your feet tracking with your ankles and your knees, hip distance apart. You're starting a neutral spinal pelvis. You're going to breathe in to prepare, and as you breathe out, rock your pelvis under, roll your hips up to the ceiling to create a bridge from your knees to your shoulders. As you're here, you should feel your glutes connecting. You're not lifting your ribs excessively, so they're flush. You're going to breathe in at the top, and as you breathe out, roll your spine one bone at a time and release it back to neutral. Neutral means you have a light curvature on your lower back as if you were standing, so you're not pushing your back against the mat. Let's start that again. Take a breath in, breathe out, roll up, into the top, and resist it with your glutes. Try to release one bone at a time onto the mat and release it back to neutral. Good, this is your warm-up. So enjoy. Exhale, roll up. Activate your glutes immediately. Inhale the top. Now, like a bicycle chain, my spine is placing one bone at a time on the mat and articulating really slowly. Let's do that one more time. Rock the pelvis under, connect your abdominals, connect your glutes, lift the hips up to the ceiling as if your pubic bone hits the ceiling, and roll the spine down. Great job, guys. Let's do one more and then finish with that. Exhale to roll up. Lovely. And roll your spine down. Great. That should feel great on your spine. We're going to move on to a sideline position for a spinal rotation. You can do this with a weight. I have a small toning ball. You can do it with 2 weights, or you can do it with no weights at all. I recommend you to use a pillow for your head. If you don't have a pillow, you can place your bottom arm on your head. So the starting position is like this. Your knees are bent, your hips flexed, and your knees bent. I have a bit of a gap under my lower back on the mat, so I'm not pushing my back onto the mat. Your arms are in front of you, and you're lying your back on the pillow. As you breathe in, lift your arm up to the ceiling. As you breathe out, you're going to connect your abdominals and rotate as far as you possibly can, keeping your knees still. Breathe in to hold. Now connect your abdominals to bring the weight back rather than the arm. And repeat again. Inhale, lift your arm. Exhale, abdominals like a corset. I'm still in neutral. Rotate back. Breathe in, feel like you're expanding your arms, and bring it all the way back. Great job. I'm going to demonstrate as if I had no pillow. So this could be done just without a pillow. Rotate to the end and bring it back. Good. If you don't have a weight, you can use a can of beans, a tin of beans, or anything that weighs that you can hold on with your hand. Rotate to the end. The goal of this is to mobilize your thoracic spine and activate your abdominals. And last one, in and reach. That should feel really nice on your spine. And exhale and bring it all the way back. Fantastic. Let's turn around to the other side. What I will do is just swing my legs around so you can see me on this side. Bring your pillow back, any cushion, anything that helps you. I put the pillow a little bit behind me so when I turn, my head doesn't fall off the pillow. So here we go. I'm in a long line, so hips, shoulders, and head in a long line. I'm trying not to flex, and you're going to lift the arm and rotate as far as I can. Inhale, hold. I'm running out of space in the back, but you guys can go as far back as possible. Reach as if you're going to lie down on the mat behind you and bring it back. Let's continue, and I'll adjust my mat so that I can go all the way back. Feel like, for the ladies, as your bra line is touching the mat behind. So you're going to really, really, really turn. And let's do 5 of these. There's 2 more to go. Breathe out, rotate. My abdominals are supporting the weight. And back, last one. In, reach back, and bring it back. That should feel really nice on your spine. Great job. Now let's move on to the work. So, we're going to lie down on our backs. You might need a small pillow for your head, if that's comfortable for you, or no pillow. I need one so that my head doesn't go backwards. So, we're going to start with an ab prep. Palms are going to be on your forehead or behind your head. You're going to feel a neutral lumbar spine. So notice I'm not tucking my tailbone under throughout. I stay in that neutral. I'm going to inhale to head nod, flex the spine, inhale, hold, and release it all the way down. And we're going to do it in 4 breaths. Exhale as you lift, hold it there a second, take a deep breath in, and exhale to release it down. Let's do 3 more. Flex up, inhale, hold, and reach down. Last 2. If you need support on your head, you can just place your hands behind your head and release it down. Last 1. Try to flex your spines as much as you can, so when you come up, you flex your full spinal flexion without tucking the pelvis under, and release it down. Now we're going to work an imprint. So imprint your spines by tucking your tailbone under and shortening your obliques. We're going to pick up one leg into tabletop and then the other one. Perfect. You can keep your feet down if you need to. And let's repeat that same combo. Flex and hold and work on the way down. Notice I'm not relaxing. I'm still working. And again, breathe out, flex. Full flexion. Come up as high as you can and resist, resist, resist. Beautiful, guys. 3 more. If you want more tension, you can hold on to some small weights just behind here and release it all the way down. A couple more there. Breathe out, lift. Inhale, hold, and down. Last 1, guys. Stay with me. Head nod, flex. The head nod places my neck in alignment, so I'm not looking up. I should be looking towards my belly. And release it down. Good. Let's add a toe tap. So we're going to lift up and hold. And from here, my pelvis is tilted under. I'm going to very slowly lower 1 foot and tap the mat with my toe. Pick the leg up, back up, and change. Breathe out. Great job, guys. So this is an oblique exercise, not a leg exercise. The goal is to not let your torso go down, but to maintain the flexion of the entire spine as you toe tap. And let's do 5 more. Exhale, tap, inhale, lift. The slower you go, the harder it is on this exercise. And 3 more. Breathe out. Exhale. You should have almost no space between your lower back and the mat. And last 1. Good. Stay up there. If you need to lower your head and shoulders, you can. We're going to do 5 little pulses. So 5 and down. 4 and down. 3 more and 3 and down. A couple more there. 2. Breathe out. 1. Release it down. Let's combine that. So we're going to do a pulse with a tap. So you're going to lift your head and shoulders. Tap and pulse. Release an inch. Tap and pulse. And release. Good job, guys. Keep going. Tap and pulse. And back. 2 more. And last 1. Release it all the way down. Place 1 foot down. Place the other foot down. And release to neutral. This takes us to the 100 exercise. So, you can look right and left to release your neck. I'm going to give you 2 variations. You can keep your feet down for beginners, intermediate, legs and tabletop, and legs away for the advanced. So, let's pick up one leg into tabletop. Other leg, flex your spines. And we're going to go in for 5. I'm going to show the advanced variation. Exhale for 5. Less of a lever, and exhale 2, 3, 4, and 5. Notice my head and shoulders are not moving, and I'm breathing in and out. Halfway there. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 2. Good. 3 more. And exhale. Last 2. And exhale. Last 1. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, place it down, place 1 foot down, other foot down, and then release to neutral. Great. So let's move on, and let's reverse all that flexion into a little bit of extension. Every time you flex your spine, you want to reverse that and extend, otherwise you end up very flexed, right? So this is a postural exercise called breaststroke preparation. You're going to lie down on your front with the legs long. They can be abducted, which means apart, or together. Your palms are going to form a pillow under your head like that. You're going to lie down on your fronts, take a breath in to prepare, and as you breathe out, you're going to hover the mat with your head and shoulders about an inch. Notice I'm not really lifting my neck and shoulders up like that. I'm keeping a long line, and then release it all the way down. Repeat. Inhale, prepare. Breathe out. Connect your abdominals like a tight corset. Long legs. Breathe in at the top. And exhale. Good job, guys. You can add a pair of toning balls if you'd like to add more resistance. And just pick them up an inch and hold it there. And release it down. It's not a power exercise. This is actually a postural exercise. If we spend hours and hours in front of the computer, our spinal muscles get long and weak. And down. Let's do 10 of these. Again, exhale, lift. You don't have to have the weights. Even just picking up your torso and head, it's challenging on your thoracic spine. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Hold. And use the breath. 4 more. Breathe out to lift. I should not be feeling this on my lower back. You should be feeling on your middle and upper back. If you feel it on your lower back, that could mean that you're overworking your lumbar extensors. You may need a pillow under your hip bones and down, or a bit more activation for your abdominals. And exhale down. Last one. Breathe in, prepare. Long legs, lift. Inhale at the top. And release it all the way down. Fantastic. We're going to move on to a bit more flexion. So I'm going to have you guys sitting, facing in one direction. On top of your sit bones, your knees bent, feet flat on the mat, and your arms are going to be in front of you. You don't have to have a weight. If you have one, use it. You don't have to have one. So you're going to round the spine like a C curve and your arms face the ceiling. You're going to breathe out and roll back and inhale, round forward. The shoulders do protract. Allow them to come forward. Don't try to pull them back. And round. And again, roll back, exhale. And inhale forward. Keep going, guys. Breathe out, roll back. Inhale forward. I'm keeping a complete C curve throughout, so I'm not coming up to upright. I'm staying rounded. And let's do about 10 of these. Exhale, round. My feet are flat on the mat. They don't pick up. And round 3 more. Exhale, 3. And round 2 more. Roll back. And 1 more. Exhale. Good. Let's add an arm to the side. So as you roll back, you open the arm and stay center and round. Reach the opposite arm and fold forwards. Good, guys. Try to stay as center as you can without letting the body move. And forwards. Let's do a few more here. Exhale, roll back. And round forwards. Good. 2 more. Roll back. And last one. Good. Let's add rotation to that. So you're going to roll back and turn and forwards. Roll back and turn. Good. You want to make sure that you don't displace your body, but you're actually going through the center and just rotate and forwards. Continue. I need to move this way, so I'm going to hit the wall. Roll back and forwards. A couple more there. Reach. And forwards, last one. And forwards and place your toning balls down. Full roll up. So we're going to be lying down on our backs, feet flexed, arms over the head. For this side we'll need a pillow. And we're going to lift the arms over the head and articulate the spine. You don't have to have the toning balls again. You can omit them. So you're going to breathe in and lift your arms up to the ceiling. As you breathe out, you're going to sit up and reach the toning balls over your feet. Roll back again, breathe in. And as I breathe out, I articulate one bone at a time, all the way down and reach my arms over the head. So that's a full roll up. Again, inhale, lift, head nod, upper and middle back first. Notice my hips are not moving as I roll my spine forwards. Reach over the head, stretching the hamstrings. Roll back, breathe in. And again, my legs and thighs do not lift as I roll one bone at a time, ideally, and reach over the head. Keep going, guys. Inhale, lift. If you have trouble with this, you can always bend your knees and hold onto your thighs to get you through that lower back. And then stretch your legs and reach forward. And on the way back, the same. You can bend your knees. If you have very flat lumbar spine, to allow you to roll through that lumbar spine and stretch your legs away. And 2 more. Inhale, lift. Breathe out, roll up. Deep breath in through the nose. Roll back. Reach your tongue goes over the head, or you can reach them a little bit higher for more challenge. And last one. Inhale to lift. Flex your spines. Round the spine. And roll back as you breathe in. And exhale. Roll all the way back and lie down. Fantastic. Let's move on to our plank series. Good. So, we're going to be on our 4-point kneeling. Shoulders over hands, hips over knees. We don't need that pillow or that toning ball. So from here, I'm going to flex at the hip, neutral spine. Notice I'm not tucking my tailbone under. And I'm just going to rock back and forwards. And again, just start with that. That's your resting position or your resting movement. So if you need to stop, go back to this movement. Roll forwards, extend your hips, rock back, extend your hips. Good. That's just warming up the shoulders. Notice how I'm not sinking. I'm actually protracting a little bit. So that allows me to avoid sinking. And let's just do a couple more there. Rock back and forwards. One more. Rock back. Perfect. Now do the same thing. If you follow me, knees off. Rock back and go forwards. Adjust if you need to. And forwards. Fantastic. And again, rock back. Notice my neutral spine remains. And forwards. Excellent. Again, rock back. Your modification, if your wrists are bothering you, you can always go onto your forearms and do this, the whole thing on your forearms. Let's do a few more here. Rock forwards. And back. And forwards. Last one, guys. So we do about 10. We're going to pick up one leg in a second. Now keep the plank. You're going to lift one leg, reach back and rock back, and bring it forwards. Place a foot down. Lift the opposite leg, rock back, reach, bring it back, place it down. Notice my hips are not lifting as I lift the leg up into extension. This is what you want to avoid. You want to keep the hips there, stretch your leg, rock back and point, come back and place it down. Lift, press, come back, place it down. Lift, press. Good, guys. You're going to do 10 on each side. By this time, your shoulders are getting warm. Lift. This exercise is called leg pull front. You're going to lift the leg, press, rock back. You're warming your ankles, rock back. Good. I'm staying as symmetrical as possible. Good, guys. Let's do 4 more. Stay with me and smile. And 3 more. Couple more there. And 1 more. Rock back. Place it down. Place your knees down. Sit back. We're going to go into a plank on the forearms. If you're already there, just stay on your forearms. And we're going to do a little tap now. So you're on your forearms. You're going to tap one knee and pick it up. Change. Exhale. And breathe out. And lift. And 4. Let's do about 10 of these. 5. And 6. Fantastic. And 7. Lift. That's 8. And lift. That's 9. That's 10. Lift. Sit back. Give yourself a really quick break. Don't go anywhere. Double taps. So here we go. Tap, tap, and lift. Tap, tap, and lift. 3. Great, guys. 4. And 5. Nice and slow. 6, 6, and lift. And 7. And that's 8. 2 more. That's 9. Abdominals in. You shouldn't feel anything on your lower back. Hold and place your knees down. Sit back again. Great. If you're happy going onto your hands again, that gave a break on your wrists, then go back into your hands. Otherwise, you may need to use a small chair and stack your palms on your forehead. We're going to go into the fold over series. So you're here, you're going to reach one leg away and lift it up to the ceiling. Imagine you have a cup of tea on your back. So I'm going to use this as a demo. I don't want to move the ball. You're going to tap down, lift up. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Ideally, your pelvis and spine doesn't move. Nice and slow, tap, and lift, and tap. Good. Your shoulders should be warmed up by now. Exhale, tap, and lift. Good, guys. We're going to do 10 of these. And lift, and 3. Lift, a couple more there. Inhale, lengthen that knee. Try to keep it really straight. And last one. Tap. Now we're going to hold it up there and move into small pauses. Up and hold. Up and hold. Notice the accent is up rather than down. Up. And 5. And I'm trying not to sink into my shoulders. And 7. And 8. And 9. We're going to cross the leg behind and tap and lift. You can always do this with a band around your knees or without anything. Or maybe an ankle weight if you have one. And 5. And I drop the ball. And 6. Got to stay very focused. And 7. Lift. 3 more. That's 8. And lift. A couple more than 9. And up. And 10. Lift and hold circles. Up and around. Small little circles. And slow. And 4. Around for 5. Abdominal still strong. And 8. Breathe. 2 more. 9. Let's reverse that circle. Around 1. And 2. Notice my knee is very straight. It's not bending at all. 5. 5 more. And we're going to finish with some curls. 7. And 8. Around for 9. And 10. Hold. Flex your ankle and your knee. And reach away. Point. Flex. And point. And flex. Fantastic. And point. And 5. And reach. And 6. Good. Imagine you have a tennis ball behind your knee and you're squeezing it. Notice my knee stays in the same place. It doesn't drop. A couple more there. Flex. And reach. Squeeze. Reach. Place your knee down. And give yourself a little stretch. I'm going to take the ball away. You may need to shake your wrists. If you are in your forearms, that's okay. And repeat the other side. You can always stop and start this video if you need a break. So here we go. Opposite leg up to the ceiling. I'm going to walk forward so you don't lose me. And I'm going to have you tap, lift, hold. Good, guys. Notice my knee is completely straight. And lift. If you have very tight hip flexors, you may not be able to lift this as high because it will restrict you. That's okay, as long as you keep your knee straight and not move your pelvis. 6, and lift, and 7, exhale, and 8. Good, guys. 2 more. That's 9, and that's 10. Hold it there. Pulses. Up, hold, up and hold, and 3, and 4. Stretch your knee. 5. As straight as you can. Just think, hyperextend your knee. You're not bearing any weight. And 3, and 2, and 1. I'm going to cross behind and lift. Cross and lift. Good. Trying to keep that pelvis and spine as stable as you can, as steady as you can. 4. Lift. And 5. You can go into slight abduction of the leg. So it goes off the midline. 6 and 7. And that's 8. And 9. Lengthen that knee completely. Last one. 10. Hold it there for circles. We're not done yet. 1. And 2. Up for 3. Breathe out. And 6. 4 more. Nice and slow. Stretch your knee. Don't forget about that. Now reverse. Up and around 1. And 2. Good. Nice and long necks. Notice my neck is not short. And I'm really pushing the ground away with my arms. 6 and 7. 3 more. That's 8 and 9 and 10. Hold. Flex. Reach away. Flex. Point and reach. Excellent. You're working your hamstrings. Exhale. Reach and away. And 5. The knee stays in place and you're just squeezing behind. 3 more. That's 3. reach, a couple more there, 2, and reach, last one, and 1, reach away, place the knee down, and sit back for a quick stretch. You're going to shake your arms away. Fantastic. We're going to move on to another exercise called rolling like a ball. This is one of my favorite exercises because it makes you work your abdominals and you're mobilizing through your lower back. So from here, I'm going to take a seat. Let me adjust my mat. I'm going to be in a seated position in a C curve, and I'm going to roll away from my sit bones. Let me move this way so you can, I have more mat. So I'm rolling away from the sit bones, taking up one leg into tabletop, and then the other one. I'm going to keep it really tight. And I'm going to roll back away from my sit bones onto my lower back, and exhale coming up. And again, inhale and exhale. Avoid swinging the legs back so that you're not swinging your body like this. Yep. Imagine you have a small tennis ball behind your knees and you're keeping it tight. Another image would be, imagine you're inside of a bubble. And again, in. And notice I'm not here in a comfortable place. I'm actually off my sit bones each time I come up and balance. And a couple more there. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, up. And last one. In and up. I'm going to place my feet down and take my weights back onto my hands for the next exercise called a single leg stretch. So, rolling onto our backs. You don't need the weights. I will use them for this demonstration. So we're going to have the hands up to the ceiling, one leg into tabletop, other leg into tabletop, and I'm going to flex my spine and reach the weights away. I'm going to reach one leg away, and change, reach, and flex your spines as much as you can. This can be done with your head down in an imprinted position. Reach away, and away. Notice my knees are stretching. It's not a kick, but a lengthening, and away. Flex as much as you can. Good, we're going to add rotation. So as the knee comes in, I'm going to reach over with one arm and this one over the head. And change, so I'm reaching in that direction and this arm over the head. The knees stay in the same alignment through the center of the body. In other words, they're not twisting to accommodate. It's my torso twisting. Exhale. 5 and 5. 4. Keep breathing. 3 more. Lengthen those legs. And 2 more. Reach. And reach. Last one. And release it down. Great job. Next is a double leg stretch. If you need to lift your hips just to stretch your hip flexors for a minute, you can. Let's do that a couple of times. Perfect. Double leg stretch. So the legs come into tabletop again. Imprint. You're going to lift your head and shoulders, looking towards your belly. Both legs away. Exhale and inhale. If this is too much on your lower back, you can lift your legs a little bit higher. Yeah? Go as low as you can maintain an imprint without arching your back. You need more challenge, lengthen the lever. So this is an open chain. You're not going to be in that, you want to be flexed. And let's do 3 more. Go for 3, and 2 more. Go for 2, 1 more. Reach over 1, bend your knees in, and place your feet down, and head on the mat. That was great. Let's finish with scissors, this set. So one leg comes up, other leg comes up, reach your legs up to the ceiling, and hover your arms. You're going to go into a scissor 1, 1, and change 2, 2. And you can either hold onto your leg, or toning balls, or nothing. Breathe out, change, breathe out, out. Notice my torso is not moving, only my legs. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Reach, bend your knees, release it down. Place one foot down, place the other foot down, release to neutral. Fantastic. Let's move on to the side leg lift series. So you're going to be seated on your side. No block for this. Let's start on this side. So you can use a band. You can use one of these loop bands, or you can use a long flex band if you'd like to, and place it on your foot, on the balls of your foot. You can hold on to the looped band on the ground, or nothing if you have nothing at all. So you're going to press and point and bring it in. Nice and lifted, press, point. Great job, guys. Notice my knee is not turned out. It's actually turned in. I'm going to demonstrate without the band and just continue without the band so you can see the technique. And in. It's hard not to turn the knee out. And in, continue, press away. I'm going as far back as I can without moving my pelvis and lumbar spine. And let's do 5 more here. And 4. Good. I'm nice and proud here. And 3. Press. A couple more. Press it away. Last one. Reach away. And now open the knee up to the ceiling and press. And open. Good. Fantastic. Your glutes should be rotating the hip. And you're stretching your knee completely. Press out and in. As I said, you can have a band holding on to give you more resistance. And lift up. Notice I'm lifting through my waistline. I'm not collapsing. And let's do 4 more. And back. This is short and sweet. Just to get those hips to mobilize, your glutes to fire up. And a couple more there. This is a prep for your squats and lunges. Now bring the knee in and lift the foot and lower the foot. Notice my legs are slightly staggered. They're not stacked up together. And notice my knee is turning down or forwards. I'm not opening the knee. It's just a foot lifting and the tibia is parallel to the ground. Great, guys. Let's do 5 more here. Go for 5 and slowly down. Go for 4. Good. And 3. Couple more there. Last one, hold and slowly place it down. Let's lie down on our backs and stretch that really quick. If you need a pillow, place it under your back, under your head, and just bring that leg in and get a nice stretch. So if you're planning on going for a run, these exercises are great to warm you up before your run, or a jog, or just a nice brisky walk in the park. The one you get a day. Let's turn around and do that on the other side. So here we go. Nice and upright. You're going to press back and in. Press it back. I'm trying not to externally rotate my knee. Keeping it down. Reach as far back as you can. Stretch that knee. Notice my muscles are working here. It's not just a dead leg. And continue. Press. Extend. You want your VMO, all the muscles around your knee, to pull that kneecap up each time. And extend your hip as far as possible. So your glute should be extending your hip. Great job, guys. Spot check your hips that you're not rolling backwards or forwards. They're stacked up. And 4 more here. Lift up. 3. Last 2 here. Press. 1 more. Press. Hold. Externally rotate. And bring it in and out. Again, my knee stretches completely. And in. Extend completely. In. Press away. This is my weaker leg, so I can feel that. You might feel that one leg feels easier than the other one. And let's do about 5 more. Exhale, 4. Keep breathing. 3 more. Press. A couple more there. Reach away. And last one. Reach it away, turn in, and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Are you with me? Lift up, hold, and lower. So this is horizontal abduction of the hip in a parallel position. So you're working the muscles on your hip, glute med, max, piriformis, and here we go. Continue. Exhale, lift, and lower. Do 5 more. 5. I'm trying to avoid going with the leg, my hips stacked up. A couple more there. And 1 more. Hold, 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 and slowly bring it down. Great. Let's get a nice deserved stretch from that. Lie down on your backs, cross that leg. And that feels great. Keep your backs completely neutral. Try not to tuck your tailbone. Keep your backs lengthened as you bring the leg in. You should feel a bit more of a stretch. If this is too much for you, just keep it there. Bring it in as close as you can. 10 seconds hold, and we're going to move on. Excellent. And the next exercise is called the rollover. So that stretches out our hamstrings and glutes. You will need no pillow. You're going to be lying down on your back, and this is an inversion exercise, so you're going to roll over your head. If you have problems with that, I'm going to give you a modification that is quite nice. So cross your ankles. You're in an imprinted position. This is the modification, and all you're going to do is peel the spine off the mat an inch or two, and then resist it down. It's an exhale. Yeah, nice and easy and simple. I'm keeping the shape and peeling it off and back. Make sure that you don't swing your legs or pelvis. For this exercise, the rollover, we're going to be in a long diagonal in an imprinted position. I'm going to inhale, lift the legs up to the ceiling. As I breathe out, I'm going to peel the spine and roll over. I'm going to separate my feet a few inches and then just roll down one bone at a time and lower the legs and point the feet. I need to slide out a bit so that I don't hit that piece of furniture. So inhale, prepare, reach the legs away, hinge up to the ceiling, stretching your hamstrings. Without swinging the legs over the head, peel your spines over so that your femurs are horizontal to the mat. Separate your legs a few inches, flex your ankles, and slowly roll down. With control, point and close. Breathe into hinge. Breathe out to roll over. Your breath really helps. Inhale, open and dorsiflex, and slowly release it all the way down. Let's do 2 more. Close. Only go as low as you don't arch your back. Inhale, open. Resist, resist, resist. Great job, guys. We have 1 more to go. Exhale. And flex. And release the feet down, 1 at a time. We're going to finish with a swan dive. This is an extension exercise. So I'm going to have you lying down on your fronts. And this is slightly different from the yoga exercise where you press. This here, it's not a push-up. You're wanting to be very light. So the legs are turned out, the legs long and straight, and the hands outside the shoulders. I'm going to lift the nose first. I'm not pushing yet. Then I'm going to press gently, connect my abdominals and glutes, and stretch the legs to lift, and then release it all the way down. The fulcrum should be your glutes, not your lower back. And again, inhale, extend, long legs, my glutes are contracting strongly, and I'm not pushing. Lengthen the neck, and release it all the way down. Beautiful, guys. Let's do 3 more. Exhale, lengthen up, and release it down. You should feel no pressure on your lower back. I'm really connected, lifting through my abdomen, and connecting my glutes with straight legs, and release it down. Great job. Last one. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, hold, and release it all the way down. Sit back onto your heels nice and slowly. Round your spines into a shell stretch. When I'm in a shell stretch, I'm going to be in a C curve, and I'm trying to keep my chest away from my thighs rather than collapsing. You want to keep that lift through your abdominals. You're going to breathe in at the top, breathe out, roll up slowly, and lengthen, and we're done.